Yeah, good evening, comrades and friends. Well, starting from Akhil ji to Basudev ji and till Vandana madam, there were many demands like 5 days a week banking, like uh, compensation, like pension, old pension scheme, like regulated working hours. We as a leader, we yes, we definitely should pose all the questions in front of our member comrades. But how to achieve those objectives, which were also the expectation of huge number of member comrades? Now, at the present situation, we have been badly hit by a pandemic called COVID. So there is no point, there is no way that we can go for strikes to clinch our demands. What we can do, we have a mighty government standing in front of us, to whom I'm sorry to say, but we have already lost one battle, the battle of merger and acquisition. They have already merged our banks. Next is coming the privatization. How to fight with it? If we go by the trend, and as mentioned by Vandana madam, the average age of Indian population is 29 years. So we have to make and influence the public opinion. That is the only way out. Yes, we all are apolitical trade unions, but we have to think in their way, in the way the political parties are thinking, to make the public opinion in our favor. Now, how to build this public opinion in the favor of the PSU? I would like to go and I like to comment on the PSU altogether, because PSBs are part of PSU. In the banks, in the branches, every day there are a lot of footfalls. People are visiting us. The bankers, as we all are saying, the most exposed part of the society for the time being. We are exposed because day in and day out, we are interacting with people. We are coming in contact of people. There are many points which we can share, because in every day, we are in a habit of helping people. We are in a habit of interacting with people. We are in a habit sometimes giving solution to personal problems of people, specifically in rural areas. So I have sorted out certain points, certain big headings like need of the public sectors, which are to be highlighted to common people. Next is profit is the only indicator for the public sectors. That is also to be highlighted to the common people. Next, accountability of the banks. What is the social accountability of the banks? And after, at the end, I would like to focus on the HR. Now, the public sectors are the tool for the self-reliant growth of the nation's economy. It is the public sectors who has been promoting rapid economic growth through creation and expansion of infrastructure pan-India. After the independence, we adapted the mixed economy, the socialist form of economy, and public sectors are outcome of this economy. In our own language, in a very lucid way, we need to make this understand at the ground level people, the people who are part of the SHGs, the people who are farmers, the people who are owner of the small MSMEs. We need to make them understand that, see, these are the public sectors to mold their public opinion. Because now, as I've already mentioned, the mighty government is standing in front of us. We need to fight it. We need to fight with psychological warfare. Next, what we can say next? To generate the financial resources for development accumulation in the hands of the government. The financial resources which are being generated from the public sector units in the form of dividends everywhere we are paying to the government, it is once again coming back to us. It is not like the private sector. The roads which are built in front of the branches, we need to make them understand that this is out of that road has been made out of the profit made from the public sector units. There is a proportion. You are paying tax and we are also paying. We are working hard to promote the redistribution of income and the wealth among the people of this country. It is the public sector who are giving the money back to the economy. That is coming back to the people, to the welfare of the people of this country. We need to make them understand. To promote the balanced regional growth, there are many public sector units in the far-flung areas. Those were set up with the mindset of social development of the backward areas. You go to the areas of Dhanbad, you go to the areas, the far-flung areas of Rourkela. Now, today we know Dhanbad, today we know Rourkela, but once upon a time there was nothing. It is due to the public sector units that Durgapur and all these areas came up. I'm referring to the eastern part of India because I don't know much about the industrial areas of the other parts. Next, the employment generation. Think about the son of a poor farmer who is the first boy of a local school, dreaming to go higher up in the society. What is the option that person is having? Can that guy, does the farmer, that poor farmer, can give money to that poor child to go for higher education in a sophisticated college from where that guy will pass out and will be part and parcel of an MNC? No. That person will work hard day and night, will work hard doing maths, doing reasoning, doing general knowledge and whatnot that we have gone through, we have prepared for all the competitive exams. That person will get an equal opportunity if public sector remains, if the very existence of the public sector remains. This we have to make that particular guy, when he is coming to back to the branch to help his father signing the forms, because his father is illiterate and he is a farmer. We need to make those people understand that yes, public sectors are the backbone of these countries to formulate the public opinion. Public sectors, they have also invested a lot in the research and development, which the private sectors refrain from because we don't know the outcome. There may be loss. So it is only due to the presence of the public sector that the research and development wings are coming up. To reduce the concentration of ownership in the hands of the few private monopolistic mindset people, this public sector came up. We need to make people understand that you are working in grade C or grade D with low income in a private sector. You can lose your job anytime, but in a public sector, when you are coming, you are serving, you are earning a bread for your lifetime even after your retirement. That is to be make understand to the common people. Next, now I like to go for the profit. That is the indicator of a public sector. No, see, if profit would have been the indicator for the public sector, then the banks today or sometime before who have invested in the long-term infrastructure bonds, which by knowing the fact that will go to NPA, they wouldn't have invested. The banks has invested knowing that those long-term infrastructure bonds will go in vain, but they have did it. And we need to make this understand to the people. It is due to those infrastructure investments that dams are coming up. It is due to those infrastructure investments the big power plant projects are coming up. We need to make this understand the people of this country to formulate a positive public opinion in our favor. There are people who are playing their role, staying awake. They are staying behind the walls and formulating public opinion. Those are the people and the ladies who are part of the SHGs. We need to reach them. Here comes the role of the rural branches. We need to reach to our comrades and make a flow chart. These are all things you have to make the SHG women understand. That if there is no public sector, from the next time your damn ICICI and Axis Bank is not going to come and serve you in this rural area. You are not going to get these SHG loans. Here comes the formulation of the public opinion. In the kitchen of each and every house, those ladies who are working day and night, they are also part of the backward society, those people are to be understood that yes, this is public sector due to which you have been able to buy your own rolling machine, because we have given loan to the SHG from where you have also counter taken the loan, and the proportionate part that you are enjoying and self-reliance that you are enjoying today. Accountability of banks. Next, see, this public sector, specifically the banks, is having a social accountability for the growth of the nation, to reach the unbanked areas, to finance the needy, poor tailors, and the farmers. It is not a private sector. The public sector has opened our branch in this backward area and serving you people. This is where the public opinion has to be turned towards us. We are not like the private sector banks who only run for the big businessmen. We are here to facilitate with small zero balance account to a chai wala, to a toto wala, to a rickshaw wala, to a vegetable vendor. These are all people who are going in and around, and they are the key factors who are building the public opinion. These people are to be made understood the importance of the public sector banks. Next, let me put some highlight on the HR part. We all participate in a common platform, IBPS, and came inside a public sector bank. So why not there should be an even HR policy among all the public sectors, all the public sector banks. So there should be certain SOPs for all the banks at the entry level itself, which are to be followed, and no modification in those HR policies are to be compromised. So SOPs are mandatory for all the public sector banks in and out. It is due to the presence of the trade union. It is only due to the presence of the trade union there are certain important inputs which are being achieved in the public sector units, specifically in the banks. That is successful implementation of the transfer policy. Now, we are coming across many situations where there are external influences of the political personals from different sphere of the society, sometimes for the transfer, sometimes for the promotion. This very part has been mitigated. It is due to the interference of the trade union. Next, till 2014, we all know that the board, in the board of all the banks, the workman representative and the officer representatives are not there. So as a result of which, many favoritism has taken place. Many loans went bad. Many new loans has been given. Many haircuts has been done. So it is a loss to the public money as a whole. These are the things which are need to be understood. These are the things which are to be told to the public that see, it is due to the wrong policy, violation of rules done by the government, that today there are so many NPAs that we public sectors are facing. It is not due to us, the employees of public sector, the failure that we are facing today. Think about the situation where the RRBs with local staffs working in banks, in branches without much of transfer. After the concept of maker and checker, this very input of the Bose committee recommendation that a person has to be transferred from a branch after the tenure of 3 years in the officer cadre has become all irrelevant, because a person on his own cannot sanction a loan. The credit decision cannot be taken. There are many checkpoints which are to be followed, and RRBs are the best examples that frauds has been avoided, and as well as less amount of transfers are happening. In the present situation, the mindset of the youth, the expectations of the youth is 5 days a week banking, is compensation ground recruitment, is regulated working hours, is pension after the death, is implementation of the erstwhile pension system. How this is going to get implemented? As already discussed in the forum, that average age is 29. So many of the, not only many, most of the customers, the common people of this country, are active in social forums like Facebook, like Twitter. Why we are not setting trends? When our leaders are putting something in Twitter, we should follow and retweet the same. Let us make it a trend. If there is technology, then we should use the maximum utilization of the technology for the formation of a positive public opinion in our favor. We have to fight this privatization at any cost. If now, then never. The government is very shrewd and rude. They have already done successfully the mergers. Next, their agenda is privatization. We trade unions has to be very vigilant, has to work day in and day out, so that we can counter this ill motive of this government with the help of the technology in one side, and another way forming public opinion, working in the ground level with the help of the member comrades. With revolutionary greetings, thank you.